Hi. So today I brought you outside like I did yesterday, but it was way too windy and the microphone was just picking up all the wind. So after struggling with that, I went back in the house and decided to come to my porch where I'm still sitting kind of outside, but I'm out of the wind. And anyway, welcome to today's daily secret snippet. So today I picked out of my jar page 164, and it was from the book The Power. Okay, so I'm just going to quickly read that to you, and then we'll talk about it. So in business, or whatever job or work you do, make sure that you give in equal value to the money that you receive in profits or from your salary. If you give less value than the money you receive, your business or career will be doomed to failure. You simply cannot take from anyone in life because you will take from yourself. At all times, give equal value for what you're receiving. The only way you can be sure of doing that is to give more value than the money you are receiving. If you give more value than the money you are receiving, your business and career will take off. Love has unlimited ways for you to receive. Okay? Money is only a tool for you to experience the things that you love in life. When you think about the things that you can do with money, you will feel much more love and joy than when you think only of the money itself. Imagine being with what you love, doing what you love, and having the things you love, because you will then feel far more love than you will if you only think about the money. The attractive force of love has unlimited ways for you to receive what you want, and only one of those ways involves money. Don't make the mistake of thinking that money is the only way you can receive something. That is limited thinking, and you will limit your life. Okay, and that is very true. Now, the first thing was giving more than you receive. Now, before I did this, I was a professional drywall finisher. And if you're looking through my channel, I think there's still one video in there of me on one of the jobs. But anyway, I had my own company, and I always gave better service, more quality. My motto was 100% is the only acceptable finish. Okay. And I always did better quality than what I charged, always. And I believe that because of that, I was always busy. I was booked months ahead of myself at all times, always busy. And if you were one of my customers, you know that. So that's proof of if you give more value and quality than what you are receiving, then the receiving just keeps going. It's always trying to catch up to what you're giving. If you stop giving more than what you are receiving, then the receiving starts to slow down. Okay. Now I get on the second point in that page was the love. Love. Um, how do I explain it along with what they've already said? There's more ways to receive than just money. Like, yes, money will buy just about anything, but it won't buy love. I'm sure you've heard that before. But think about the things you're going to buy with that money. Okay? If you are focused on what those things are that you want, and not on how you're going to get the money to buy them, then the excitement of those things is what raises your vibration. It's what puts you in the vibration of love, because you usually only want something because you love the idea of having it or experiencing it or whatever it is that you're reaching for. So focus on that outcome. Focus on whatever it is, that experience that you want to experience, that place you want to go travel to. Like, you want to go, say you want to travel, then where are you going? For an example, let's say you want to go to the beach. So picture yourself on that beach, your feet in the sand, the waves coming up to your feet, and maybe you're a surfer. Picture yourself surfing the waves. Whatever it is, you have to find yourself in the moment of experiencing that, and milk at that for all it's worth. Because when you are vibrating on the frequency of whatever it is that you are trying to buy with the money, then that puts you in the same frequency as if you already have it or already experiencing it. And by doing that, it has to happen. And not always are things, if you're focused on, oh, how am I going to get the money to go on that trip? Then you're limiting yourself to the only way going on that trip is by having the money to do it. And that's very limited thinking. If you just focus on the trip and picture yourself in the moment, enjoying that time and putting yourself in that frequency, then all other avenues of getting there also open up to you. You could win the trip. You could, somebody could give it to you. One of your friends could say, hey, I was going to go on a trip, and when I went to book it, they said, you can get 2 for 1 right now, and so would you like to come? Like, there are so many different ways that are available to you to achieve whatever it is that you're wanting to achieve. It's not always money, but if you love the idea of that experience or that thing or whatever it is that you're trying to achieve, put love into it. Love, experience it in your mind and love that experience, and that will raise your vibration as if to whatever your vibe would be if you were already experiencing it. And that opens the door to all the different avenues of availability for that experience or for that item or whatever. Okay. Have you ever thought to yourself, geez, I really would like, myself, for instance, great example. I wanted this something wrought iron for in my garden. I wanted to be able to put my planter in it. I wanted it to look good against my barn board fencing and all that stuff. And I had a pretty good picture in my mind of what I wanted. I wasn't quite sure, but I knew I wanted wrought iron, and I knew, like that. And I stood in front of my fence picturing all sorts of different things that would look cool and what I want. I was to the point where I thought, maybe I'll just make it. And then I went on to the Facebook marketplace, and lo and behold, I scrolled down maybe 3 or 4 ads, and boom, there was a wrought iron, beautiful planter that as soon as I looked at it, I knew exactly, yep, that's got it. I knew exactly where it was going in the garden, everything. And where I live, there's like the closest community is half an hour away, and we're not very big communities. And lo and behold, this planter was literally in the next community over. And then when I reached out to the people, they didn't live in that community. That's just where it was posted. They lived a half hour the other direction. I'm like, holy smokes, it's going to cost me more in fuel to go get it. But guess what? They were going to that same community that following week. So everything happens for a reason. And your reason the reason is alignment with what it is that you're trying to attract to you. So love the idea of what it is you're trying to attract to you. And all the other ways of it happening will open, the doors will open for it and it will happen. Okay? All right. So um, I I think I touched on that as much as you can. Money's not the only way to get things, okay? I know money makes the world, pays the bills and everything, but money is not the only way to receive things. So don't focus on how am I going to get the money. Focus on what it is that you are trying to manifest. All right? Now the manifestation card today was just focus on prosperity, right? We were just talking about all that. The universe has abundance for you, and it's not your job to work out the how. The money will come into your life. It's your job to ask, to believe you have received it already, and to feel happy now. Leave the details to the universe on how it will bring it to your life. There you go. That's exactly what I was just saying. Okay? There is many other ways that things can come to you. It's not always just the money. If it ends up having to be purchased, then the way for that money to come for you to make that purchase will make itself appear. Okay? But a lot of times it's other ways. Somebody else has something that they want, and you have something they want and they have something you want, you can make a trade. It doesn't matter what the monetary value of either one of those items are. It's the fact that you have something and they have something. You want what they have, they want what you have. So for each other, it's a fair trade. Okay? So there we go. There is today's daily secret snippet. And I hope you're enjoying seeing my face instead of the books. Please comment below if you want me to continue doing stuff like this. I am going to be doing other videos. I know I keep saying that, but I guess it's just not time yet. Go watch my Armor of God video. You'll really enjoy that. That is all about how our biofield and our electric body is the armor of God that's spoke about in the Bible. You don't have to be a Christian or know the Bible at all in order to relate to this. I'm just showing it because a lot of times people that are very much into the Bible think that law of attraction is new age, and it's from the devil and everything. And a lot of people that are into law of attraction are not familiar with the Bible, and they've been pulled apart, I believe, on purpose, because once you realize they're one and the same, okay, the Holy Spirit is that electrical source light that's within you, and that is your biofield. Okay? Anyway, that's a whole nother video. Go watch it. Have a beautiful, blessed day, and we'll see you again tomorrow. Ciao.